Yo, what is going on, everybody? It is Tristan, and today in this video, what I got going on for you guys, man, is a pretty simple topic. What we are going to be diving into is, well, the Black Cat 3s. These just dropped yesterday, and, well, we're going to basically be discussing if they're a good hold for anybody that may be interested in where these would be heading in. Resale price over time. I think I made this video recently, but this is just kind of like a updated version of that, since we kind of now got more accurate pricing. We're seeing, like, how often they're selling, how popular they are, and, well, I mean, they sold out at most locations, so, I mean, that kind of lets us know. Most people were thinking, hey, these might sit for a bit, they might end up being bricks. No. You know what I mean? I see people on my Instagram stories saying, hey, I need 300 pairs, stuff like that. So anytime I see that type of stuff, that lets me know, hey, there's people looking at this shoe as a long-term bet, which, I mean, of course, it's an all-black pair of Jordan 3s, you know what I mean? Like, one of the easiest shoes to wear whenever it's, like, wearability is a major factor to take into account sometimes when it comes to how well a shoe will do over time. It's not always a factor, but sometimes it's the factor. And in this case, in my opinion, it's what makes this sneaker one that's a good hold. It's just because a few years from now, people would be willing to pay 300, 400, 500 bucks for it because they weren't there for their original release, and they're like, man, I need an all black pair of 3s. These are clean. I feel like this will eventually be one of those shoes that, like, people will look at as like, oh yeah, you got those. That's, like, you know, it's one of, like, the classics. I don't know. Maybe I'm just kind of yapping because this is a retro of the originals. I feel like the originals are the classics. Let's continue though. If you guys want more content like this, feel free to subscribe and like down below. Again, let's try and hit 300 likes in this video. Just lets me know this is the type of content y'all want more of. Make sure you guys check out the Supreme SB early review from a couple days ago, and I mean, we reviewed the Union ones again, so if you guys want to check out those upcoming pairs, make sure you guys look on the channel right there, and my Instagram's down below. If you're ever trying to do business with me, always buying and selling there. I'll be trading again soon, so just hold on those offers. But if you want to see any of the stuff I got for sale on my story, lots of stuff, don't miss. And that's at Resale Vision. You guys can see some of the deals we are doing this week if I have the new schedule. If not, you can see some of the recent ones we do. Again, we do undermarket sneakers every single day. That is our focus, and we're giving away a pair of those metallic 5s soon. So that's all in the pinned comment. See you guys there. Don't miss out on all that. And yeah, start getting some deals with us. Hope y'all will join. We're doing the Black Cat 3s undermarket this week, so yeah. So as you guys can see on the screen, we got this right now up, and you guys can see just looking at StockX. And I mean, look how popular these are. I mean, over 4,000 sales in 3 days, and well, most of those 4,000 sales are within the last 24 hours. So that just shows that this is a very popular sneaker, and that's not even including sales in other app locations like, for example, Goat or, you know, eBay. I mean, there's tons of other apps. Just, I mean, yeah, there's definitely a lot of other locations where they're selling, even like, you know, Grailed, I'm sure, has a couple of these selling. Not even like huge for kicks, but yeah, that's mainly like used stuff, you know what I mean? But yeah, taking a look right now at the pricing, we're pretty much between a range of about $220 to $250, and I'll put a plus in that $250 because you got a couple sizes that are a little bit above, like, you know, 14's almost there, 15 is there, but I mean, you know, those are just sizes. That's like where you get those, you know what I mean? Very few locations have those. I mean, most like retail locations, but not all online locations, you know what I mean? But speaking of retail locations, if you actually go to, you know, your local Hibbett or most locations, these are actually sold out at most of them, at least online. If you take a look, these sold out, you know what I mean? They are restocking, so this is one of those things I want to mention. They may be sold out right now, but I do want to be honest with you guys. I think there's a fair amount of these out there, and I do feel like, hey, we will see a couple restocks online, and they will sell out. So, I mean, you need to keep that in mind as well, because, I mean, just based off how often these are selling, a couple small restocks is not going to drop the price, you know what I mean? They may come down like 10 bucks, but I honestly don't see that happening. I feel like this is probably the low point. We'll have some pairs land from sneakers in a week or so, and they may, again, as I said, like, I think 20 seconds ago, I repeat myself, you know, they may dip like 10, 15 bucks. That's going to be the furthest they go. I really don't see these hitting retail price just because it's that popular of a shoe. And I do feel like the Black Cat name, right, brings it a bit of hype, you know, because you had the Black Cat 4s. People were going so crazy for those. Those are returning later this year. So, I mean, again, once the Black Cat 4s return later this year, you already know that's going to drive some hype to these, because if people take L's in the 4s, they're going to be looking for a pair of these, you know what I mean? So, because they're just going to want a pair of Black Cats. So I feel like a lot of people are holding out and waiting for the 4s, and if they take an L on the 4s, well, if they're not paying resale on those, they're going to be looking for these, because these will probably be cheaper, I imagine, just because I think the 4s will just have a lot of hype around them, because the other ones go for like $1,000 or whatever it is. But that's my opinion on these. Again, I think it's a really good long-term bet. Like, of course, this will be a sneaker that reaches that $300, $400 price point. How long will it take? In my opinion, it'll be a while. You know what I mean? It is a Jordan retro, and they did make fair stock, but it is a very, very popular sneaker. So I don't think it'll take as long as people will think, right? I think most people are thinking this will be like a 2-3 year hold. I don't think it'll take that long to hit $300. You know what I mean? Like, we just had the release, so yes, we're not going to see that within the next like couple months. That'll not happen. But I mean, if these were to make progress around back to school time in August of this year, right? I mean, that's what? That's 8 months after the drop. I mean, that's enough time, you know what I mean, for the sneaker to all of a sudden start making some progress, because a lot of people go out the way and start buying the shoe like crazy because they just want it up, you know, first day of school or first day of college or whatever it is, you know what I mean, for first day back, you know what I mean, maybe they've already been there, you know what I mean, but yeah, that's, you know, I feel that, so that's honestly why I feel like this would be a good hold. Like, I could see him surging up like 40-50 bucks around that time, then ended up sitting at a range of like 280 in most sizes, and then, I mean, once they're at 280, by the time we get to Christmas of that year, or this year, I mean, yeah, it'll be a $300 shoe. That's my personal opinion, though. I could be wrong, because keep in mind, I thought that was going to happen with the bread rematch, and that did not. We've been wrong here before. Keep in mind, we're not always right. You know what I mean? You just can't be. I don't know. I feel like probably AI will eventually be 100%, but hey, we got to see, you know. Predicting is a hard game. But I feel like this one is one that I feel pretty safe about saying, like, hey, these will do well over time. It's very wearable. It has that name behind it. It's on a popular Jordan Retro, you know what I mean? It's on a pair of threes. People love threes. Very comfortable. Like, you've had a pair of these in hand. It's absolutely one that you just want to wear when you get, like, I made sure not to do that, you know what I mean? Because that would be, you know, I got them a bit earlier, so that would have been an expensive choice, you know what I mean? I had a few of them. Luckily, we sold them, but, yeah, you know what I mean? If I was looking for some, I mean, I feel comfortable going out the way and buying, like, 5, 10 of these, and, you know, the larger sizes, like some 10.5, some 11s, some 12s, maybe a 13 or 2, and honestly, just put them away for a couple years. I mean, if you can get them at like pretty much right around retail right now, like if you find people selling them for $230, $240, $220, or if you've got some on the way for retail price, I mean, yeah, I feel like it's just one of those ones you get and forget about for a bit, you know what I mean? Because I feel like it's only up from here. Like, they're probably not going to go lower than this. I mean, if you look at the past Black Cats, those were at like retail, and well, $1,000. Yeah, not retail anymore, you know what I mean? So, obviously, we're not going to have the same situation with the sneaker. They made more, you know, the Black Cat 4s, when those initially went up, that was just like, you know, people, you know, looked over those completely. And that sometimes happens with some sneakers, you know what I mean? Like, every couple years, we'll just see a shoe that all of a sudden is getting some hype again. And you're like, man, those were at, like, retail when those dropped. Where was everybody? And you're like, wait, where was I? I don't got a pair. So, you know what I mean? It's stuff like that happens, you know what I mean? And, it's part of the game, you know what I mean? Never anything get upset over. It's just something that you look back and sometimes laugh on, you know what I mean? Like, I sold a pair of Supreme Up-Tempos back in the day when I was like 15 years old for like 250 bucks. I look at them now at age 22, and yeah, it's an $800 sneaker. Actually, I don't even think the size I have is listed on StockX anymore. So, am I kicking myself over that? Yeah, absolutely. I'm kicking myself a lot because that's became a very popular pair of shoes. Like the red and white Supreme Up-Tempos, y'all remember those? I mean, again, it's like one of the more classic Supreme. I don't know, it's probably not a classic Supreme sneaker. That's a stretch. But they go for some bread. We can say that. But Black Hat 3s, it's up from here. Hopefully I kind of gave you all my prediction of where I think these will be like making progress over the year. What times of the year I think they'll be making progress. Again, back to school time, Christmas. I feel like that'll be 2 times when this sneaker will be selling very, very hot and be going up in price. And the rest of the year, it'll kind of just be steady. Maybe we'll start seeing them slowly trend up a little bit before Christmas, like September, October, November. That could happen because this is a very good winter sneaker too. People love all black sneakers. This is just something I want to say. This will always, not always, but this is going to have the lightning bolt symbol on StockX. Like, you see this little symbol right here? Y'all can see it where it says 4146. I mean, you refresh it. Look, sales are just going up every second, you know what I mean? But yeah, it's going to have that symbol for like the next couple months. You know what I mean? It might have it for like a year. I don't know. But that's how popular of a shoe this is. Like, yeah, I mean, I've had a lot of people ask me for them on Instagram. So, I mean, it's just one of those sneakers that I recommend you pay attention to because, I mean, down the line, if you're not getting them now, probably gonna want them later. Well, not everyone, you know what I mean? Like, I know I probably won't want this sneaker later. Like, I didn't cop it now, I'm not gonna necessarily need it for the collection later. But I feel like anybody that, you know, is really into all black sneakers, if they're not seeing this now, if they see it down the line, they'll be willing to pay resale price. If they're a Jordan fan, you know what I mean? They like Jordan retros. You don't necessarily have to be a fan of, you know, Jordan's basketball game to wear his J's, but yeah, that's really everything I need to say. I don't know. What's your take on that? I've never really even thought about that. I just like the shoes, man. I got a lot of SBs though. So we'll just leave it at that, man. If y'all want more content like this, feel free to subscribe and like down below. Just trying to 300 likes on this video. I got a pretty simple day. I gotta head to the doctor. I'm gonna spend some time with my cat. Might get a little workout in, excuse me. And yeah, that'll be really it, you know what I mean? I mean, there's not too much going on. I do have some work, though, to do in resale vision. Shout out all my members in there. We're going to get some stuff sorted and, of course, get back some DMs. We're going to get some items dropped. Of course, you guys can see some of the stuff we're doing this week on the market price. We focus on doing that every single day. So, yeah, make sure you guys check us out down below. Do not miss out. Join up there in the pinned comment. And my Instagram's also there if you like, you know, not under market sneakers. Sorry, that's resale vision. But if you just want to see some of the stuff I got for sale, there's tons of stuff in my story, from shorts to sweatpants to hoodies to zip-ups to, you know, recent sneaker releases to old sneaker releases to, you know what I mean? Just hit me up, shoot me a DM. I'll probably have it. And yeah, I mean, that's really everything you need to say. Unreleased stuff even, you know what I mean? Supreme SBs, I got the white pair 9, 9.5, 11. I got the blue pair in a size 9. I got the black pair in a size 10. So yeah, let me know. We got our options open. And that's it. I will see you all in the next video tomorrow. Stay tuned on the channel. We got a lot of banger early pair reviews coming shortly, so do not miss out. Hopefully one for the Kobe 6 Dodgers coming soon. Hopefully, you know, we gotta see. I'm gonna try and make it work. And that's it. I'll catch y'all on the next one tomorrow. Don't miss out on that. I love you guys. Tristan. See y'all then. Peace.